Knowledge will remain even after one's death.
Why do you tremble before me? Oh.
I'm composing a new symphony.
Listen. The forest is weeping.
One day, I will be a real knight. Opportunity smiles.
Retribution of... Dissolve.
Listen. Dragonheir the Four-Horse lead...
Retribution of... Dissolve.
Listen. Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the radiance.
Listen. The Song of the Tide. Dragonheir the Four-Horse.
Retribution of the forest.
Cavalry.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Listen. The Song of the Tide. Dragonheir the Four-Horse.
Retribution of the forest.
Cavalry. Precious dawn.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Listen, the song of the tide.
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tide.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads.
Retribution of the forest.
The winter cavalry crushes.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Dissolve within the radiance. Retribution of the forest.
Dragonheir the Four.
The winter cavalry crushes.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
Retribution of the
The winter cavalry.
Listen, the song. The tide.
dissolve.
Dragonheir.
Retribution of the
The winter cavalry.
Listen, the song.
dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four. Listen, song of the tide.
The winter cavalry.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four. Listen, the song of.
Dissolve within the
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Listen,
dissolve.
The winter cavalry.
Dragonheir the Four-Horse.
Dissolve within the radiance.
The winter cavalry.
Retribution of the forest.
Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge. Listen, the song of the tides.
Dissolve within the radiance. Retribution of the forest! Dissolve within the radiance!
Address me as God of Thunder no more. Let bygones be bygones. I wish not to sully my ears with the past.
I've lost my face. Nothing's under these bandages.
We are the protectors of the sacred land, the blade and shield of the royal court.
Greedy people, you shall...
Hold on, outsider. Not another step. Where do you think you're going? The unyielding silk. No one can reach the unyielding silk from Terminus. Do you see that green cave? An immortal spider dwells therein. Its territory is behind this magic gate. Once you set foot inside, the spider will chase you down until you die. That undead giant spider was placed here by General Quaesidia to prevent any of us from escaping back to the unyielding silk alive. To General Quaesidia, Deep Elves with Rot are refuse. She's determined to sweep us out and leave us all to die in Terminus. Then mark my words. Watch out for that spider and run for your life! Once you stop, you'll become its food and be consumed by it.
Crushes the dawn.
Dissolve within the retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the tide. Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge. That gate's locked. This way! Yes. Just lure the spider to the bridge first.
Cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dissolve within the retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge. We knock it out cold.
Dissolve within the radiance!
Cavalry.
Listen, the song of the tide.
Retribution of the forest!
That's it. We're free of that.
Nothing that poses you any trouble. No.
All of a sudden, his body begins shaking, his expression deeply pained.
I suspect my rot affliction may be flaring up. It's nothing. My rot isn't too serious. I'm not about to lose my control or sanity just yet. It's just occasional dizziness. Anyway, it's not safe here. Follow me. We'll talk elsewhere. This is my My name is Urgander, a deep elf residing here temporarily. It's been a long time since I've encountered an outsider in Tenebria. Who are you? Why have you come here? Meteorite crystal? What's that? I don't think I've ever seen such a thing. Still, if I happen across one, I'll make a note of it for you. The abyss north of the unyielding silk. What a twist of fate. I'm going to the city as well. I suppose we can travel together. My sentiments exactly. The route from here to the unyielding silk is treacherous. And my condition is worsening, thanks to the rot. Had I not met you, I would never have reached my destination. Thank you for agreeing to travel with me. We're going east, to the gnomes' Delver's Deep, and ask them to craft a necessary item. A poison-resist talisman for us. The route we must take will lead us through a toxic fungus colony. To reach our destination safely, a poison-resist talisman crafted by the gnomes is crucial.
Okay. All right. I'm sure you're not the type to court trouble. I'm trying to think if there's any way. Oh, right! Ergander may enter first and ask Nisa, our leader, to sign a special permit. If you get a hold of that, I'll let you through.
Thank you, Kamir. Outlander, just give me a moment. I'll get the permit as quickly as I can.
Ergander departs, leaving you there. The atmosphere is a touch uncomfortable as you and Kamir stare silently at each other. Kamir abruptly clears her throat, striking up a conversation.
Outlander, while we're waiting, might you be interested in a little wager? How about a little flutter of 5,000 gold? Funnily enough, so am I. In that case, we'll each take out 5,000 gold and place it in that stone pedestal. Here's my 5,000 gold. Your turn. There's no turning back now, Outlander. I'll win this time. There's not a chance Nisa would sign a permit for an Outlander. Ever since Nisa became our leader, the only ones who are allowed to enter Delver's Deep, apart from the gnomes, is our old friend Ergander. No exceptions. My heart's racing! Finally! Victory is going to be mine at last!
Here's Nisa's permission. This Outlander can get inside now.
I can't believe it! Nisa actually gave you the permit? How can that be?
you making bets with people again, Camille? It's hard to fathom that you're still in the mood to gamble, even when Delver's Deep is going through such a difficult time. The rot is rapidly spreading and the mine has caved in. But here you are. Only you could be so utterly thoughtless.
Why the sudden outburst? So you've forgotten? Nisa already told us that we shouldn't worry ourselves over it. She'll handle everything.
Whatever. Come with me, Outlander. I'll take you to Nisa.
I know. Ergander told me. You're here for the poison resist talisman. I can make a poison resist talisman for you, but you must wait. As for how long, I can't make any guarantees. The cave we mined for Aurelium collapsed recently. No one knows when regular mining operations will resume. Every day I wake up and immediately go and count how much Aurelium is left. As of this moment, let's put it this way. If I use this ore to craft the poison-resist talisman you want, then Delver's Deep can only keep on running for another 4 days. Making a poison-resist talisman costs too many resources. There's no way I can help you when things are in this state. I know. On account of Ergander's kindness to Delver's Deep, we should be doing all we can to help you. But I can't put the whole of Delver's Deep at risk, just because of the favor he has shown. I must take responsibility for all of Delver's Deep. As for friendship, let's wait until we have energy left for that. If you wish to wait, you have my permission to roam around as you please. Stay as long as you wish. If not, I must ask you to leave.
Nisa, I have a proposition. If we can help you with the collapsed mine, could you spare some of the Aurelium to craft a poison-resist talisman for us?
Get over it. The Aurelium mines are too dangerous right now. There are falling rocks and monsters everywhere. And Ergander, I can tell how bad your health is just by looking at you. I will find a way to solve the mine problems myself. When I'm done, I will make a poison-resist talisman for you.
All right, Nisa. We'll leave then. Outlander, what do you say we go grab a drink at the tavern? We can rest there a spell while discussing our next move. No doubt Nissa's news got you feeling blue. But we can't give up just yet. I have a plan. As you've heard, the biggest obstacle to making a poison-resist talisman is still the lack of stock of Aurelium due to the mine collapse. Considering my physical condition, Nissa didn't want our help, saying she'd figure it out on her own. And I'm sure she didn't have a clue or things would have been resolved a long time ago. The only solution remains to fix the collapsed mine. Otherwise, there is no telling how long it will take to fix the problem. We could ask in Sorston, near the mines. My old friend Dalbum lives there. Dalbum is the captain of the mining crew in Delver's Deep. I don't think anyone has a better understanding of the current state of the mines than he does. Fret not, Outlander. I am sure everything will work out. Well, I'll go ahead and have a chat with Dalbum, and explain the situation to him. Since you've just arrived at Delver's Deep, you can take a look around first if you want. Afterwards, come to Sorston, and find me at your convenience.
Outlander, I hope you have...
crushes the dawn. The winter cavalry
Each hammer!
crushes.
Let the performance begin. At full horsepower, let's get to...
The winter cavalry crushes the
Dragonheir the Warhorse? Listen, the song of the leads tides. The charge.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
Each hammer!
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Listen, the song of the...
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
The forest yearns for.
The winter cavalry.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the
You
tides!
should be defeated by a country.
Retribution of the forest!
Each listen, the song of the
You
tides!
shall be defeated by a country girl.
Retribution of the forest!
Oh, this must be Delver's Deep newest friend. Gander was just raving about you. Said you're a feisty adventurer who's been all over the place. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Dalban, captain of the mining team in Delver's Deep.
You look around the room, but don't
Are
see.
you here for a gander? Shortly before you came, he had a rot episode. A bad one. I sent him to rest in the miners' quarters next door. It wasn't that long ago. We dug far too deep. I guess we dug into a monster's lair. Waves of monsters emerged from the tunnels. A few plucky ones among us went and drove the beasts off. But they were too reckless, causing the mine to collapse. It's in a dreadful state. Almost the entire mine has become a death trap. Only a tiny spot near the entrance is still mineable. We're trying to come up with a solution. Otherwise, the situation will get really sticky for the gnomes. You want to help? That's so good to hear! Jorn gave me a few devices. Said that they could deploy magic shields to protect mine. Once the monsters have been wiped out, and these devices all set up, that'll be that. Oh, we were just fretting over who to put on this task. What a lifesaver! By the way, adventurer, I have one more favor to ask of you. Thanks for helping out. I'm Zukin, a miner here. After the mine collapsed, we launched a rescue operation right away. But even a few were beyond our rescue. We had no choice but to close off the mine to stop anyone else from entering. We arranged guard shifts to mind the mine entrance. Here, this is the key to the mine gate. You can enter the Aurelium source with this. Also, there's an explosive barrel nearby. Be sure to take it with you. When you encounter rubble blocking the way, you can use it to blast away the rubble, clearing the tunnel. Good luck with everything. I have one last request. If you come across any trapped miners, please rescue them.
The gate makes a dull creak sound as it opened. It must have been sealed for some time.
Descend to end
At full
strife,
horsepower.
not lives.
Let's get...
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the... Dragonheir the...
The path is blocked by the collapsed rubble, and the explosive barrel can come in handy.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry.
Dragonheir the four...
The magic device has been successfully deployed, and its magical energy will protect this area.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the... Dragonheir the four-horse leads the charge.
Dissolve within the
Brutal cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dragonheir the four-horse...
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the radiance.
Listen, the song of the...
Brutal cavalry crushing.
The path is blocked by the collapsed...
Brutal cavalry.
Dragonheir the four-horse...
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tide.
Dissolve within the radiance.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the
Dissolve
Dragonheir the
with
Force
the
leads the
radiance.
charge.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the forest! Dissolve within the radiance.
Listen, the song of the Dragonheir the Horse leads the charge.
The winter cavalry.
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the Dragonheir the Force.
Dissolve within the radiance. Dissolve within the radiance.
The winter cavalry.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the
Dissolve
Dragonheir the
within
Force.
Dissolve within the radiance.
The winter cavalry.
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the
Listen, the song of the Dragonheir the Horse.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dissolve within the radiance. Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the Dragonheir the Horse leads the charge.
The winter cavalry.
The magic device has been successfully deployed.
Dissolve within the ring.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the dissolve within the radiance.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dissolve with
The winter cavalry crushes the
dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Horse leads.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tides. Dragonheir the Horse.
Dissolve within the
winter cavalry crush.
retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tides.
The winter cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dragonheir the Four.
Dissolve within the radiant. Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Brutal cavalry.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragonheir the Four Horse leads the charge.
Retribution of the forest.
The magic device has been...
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dragonheir the Four Horse.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tide.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry.
Dragonheir the Four Horse
the
leads the
dawn.
charge.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry.
Dragonheir the Four Horse leads the charge.
Dissolve within the retribution of the forest.
The path is blocked by... With the last piece of rubble...
Dissolve within the radiance.
Brutal cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the forest.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Dissolve within the ring.
Brutal cavalry crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the... Dissolve within the...
Polluted cavalry.
is not retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the.
Listen, the song of the
Dragonheir the
tides
Four-Horse?
sleep.
Look! Ergander, the adventurer's back! How is it going? Did you fix the problem in the mine? Thank you all so much! Now regular mining operations can resume. I'll be sure to inform Nisa that you were responsible for dealing with the disaster in the mine.
Outlander, let's try to get Nissa on side one more time. Perhaps she'll have a change of heart after hearing the news. Let's go to the Chief Chamber in Delver's Deep and ask Nissa for help.
Ergander falls flat on his face. It seems he's not fully recovered.
Oh, I knew it. Ergander always acts tough. You don't have to worry, adventurer. Just leave it to me. I'll take care of him. But you'll have to deal with Nisa yourself. Without Ergander, it'll be more tricky. Don't be afraid, though. Nisa may look mean, but she's got a good heart. I'm sure she'll be willing to help you if you ask her nicely.
I hear that you helped us clear the mine, Outlander. I thank you on behalf of Delver's Deep. You've been of great help to us. I I understand that you're going to all these lengths for a poison-resist talisman. I applaud you. You have a plan, you're competent, and you're a bright go-getter. However, there isn't enough Aurelium in Delver's Deep right now. Not too long ago, I signed a trade agreement with the Ratfolk's 3 Years Brotherhood. Our contractual agreements have to come first. A contract for the exchange of Velobactin for Aurelium. The terms state that we periodically deliver a big load of Aurelium to the 3 Years Brotherhood, and in return, they provide us with a regular supply of Velobactin. Because of the cave-in, we couldn't deliver the ore as promised, so the exchange has been held up. Mining has only just been resumed. If we start mining operations at full capacity right this moment, if my initial estimates are correct, we'll still only barely meet the contractual terms. Velobactin is a potent remedy developed by the Ratfolk to treat the rot. I assume you already know about the rot, a deadly plague. A significant number of gnomes have fallen ill to the rot in Delver's Deep, and everyone is waiting for this batch of Velobactin. I really appreciate what you've done, but our current production of Aurelium is just enough to cover the daily needs of Delver's Deep, not to mention our purchase of Velobactin. Right now, there really isn't any spare to craft the talisman with.
Nisa, I've got a secret letter. Oh, you're here too, Outlander.
If you've news, speak frankly. You can trust these Outlanders.
Very well, Nisa. Here's the secret letter. The letter requests the immediate termination of our trade agreement with the 3 Years Brotherhood.
What?
According to the letter, the main ingredient of Velobactin is green veloshroom. Not only can it do nothing to cure the rot, but it actually contains a highly addictive toxin. The sender also enclosed a single stock of green veloshroom. I already asked Jorn about it. He told me that it does indeed contain highly addictive poisonous properties.
Where did the letter come from? Is the information reliable?
Investigations are underway. Thus far, we've not identified the sender. As a matter of such import, I wouldn't dare dally. You'll hear from me as soon as I've more to report. I've also asked Camille to tail the 3 Years merchant caravan that's carrying the Velobactin. She'll be alert to anything out of the ordinary.
Good work, Ref. You made the right call. Outlander, I hope you have good news to tell me. Right now, the most important thing is to verify the truth. Outlander, I hear you fair experience with potion crafting out on your adventures. I want you to bring this stock of green veloshroom and infiltrate the 3 Years storage warehouse in Delver's Deep and confirm whether or not Velobactin really contains this highly toxic ingredient. I want you to bring this stock of green veloshroom and infiltrate the 3 Years storage warehouse in Delver's Deep and confirm whether or not Velobactin really contains this highly toxic ingredient. If what the letter says is proven true, destroy every single dose immediately. Of course, that was always my intent.
Well, follow me, Outlander.
Hey, Outlander. Stay back. I'm in the middle of a job.
It's no problem. Nisa told them to help out with the medicine. Camilla, has the Three Ears Brotherhood merchant caravan arrived yet?
Shouldn't have. I've been on watch here a while now, but haven't seen any of their lot. I just did a little sleuthing. They're sending the medicine into the storage nearby.
Hush up. They're coming. Camille and I will remain here to guard the exit. If you need any help, just give us a sign. Well then, it's over to you, Outlander.
You retrieve a vial of medicine from the box.
Dragonheir the
Retribution of the forest! Dissolve within the radiance.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Then
Wonder cavalry crushes the dome.
You discover a cave entrance beside the ratfolk's storage. A faint sound of weeping is coming from inside.
what's going on outside? I heard an explosion and screaming. Don't kill me! I know nothing! Nothing! You destroyed the medicine. But you're neither part of the Three Ears Brotherhood, nor a gnome from Delver's Deep. Who are you? Whose side are you on? Why do you think? The excellent scenery? Apologies. I've been around the Three Ears Brotherhood too long. I've picked up their hardball act. I suppose I'm a sort of scout for the Three Ears Brotherhood. I was the one who found this place. I propose they hide the goods here. That is, these remedies. I'm definitely standing on the side of the gnomes. I was born in Delver's Deep, and it's my hometown. It was Rook. He duped me into going to Tiki Town, threatened me with my loved ones. I had to help him. I admit it, I helped the Three Ears Brotherhood do a lot of bad things, but I was forced to. But this time, it was me. I secretly wrote to Nissa to tell her that the rot remedy was just a scam. That's all I know. After all, I'm a gnome, and those rat folk don't let me hear all that much. Please, spare me. I'm pleading with you. Let me go. Sure. I'd rather be brought back to Delver's Deep than be handed over to those 3 Years members. Thank you for sparing my life.
You've returned. How's the situation? Unforgivable! Those lying rodents! Making money from such deceit! Remedy for the rot? It's actually poison! I should have known. There have been so many promises made between us gnomes and the rat folk, and never once have those rodents upheld their end! Not a single word out of them is trustworthy! Thank goodness for you, Outlander. Out of all our misfortune, we're lucky that the Valobactin hadn't begun circulating extensively within Delver's Deep. My negligence is to blame. I should have been suspicious. An ailment as serious as the rot being cured by a single medicine was doubtful. The 3 Years Brotherhood told me the rat folk have been widely using Valobactin for a long time now. I looked into it, and it is indeed true. I thought, since they've been using it for some time now, it shouldn't pose any problems. I never imagined. I should have known better than to presume rat folk think like gnomes. They know no limits. I thought, since they've been using it for some time now, it shouldn't pose any problems. I never imagined. I should have known better than to presume rat folk think like gnomes. They know no limits. Anyway, thank you for everything you've done. You're an absolute boon to Delver's Deep. We gnomes have a custom. A drop of kindness for a tot of high spirits. Go, off to the tavern. Today, you must be wined and dined. Our distinguished guest has arrived! Raise your glasses and let your hair down! To you! A toast, everyone! Let's drink to our heart's content tonight! Enjoy yourself!
The unique flavors of Delver's Deep's specialty cuisines leave you feeling very satisfied. You enjoy the gnome's specialty, the delicious flavor of wine filling your mouth.
Outlander, I hope you have good news to tell me. You earned it. Let's have a raucous good time. That reminds me. I've given Jordan the necessary materials for the poison resist talisman. He's working on it for you with all haste. Listen up now. Don't go dashing off once you've got it. Quaesitia has placed quite a bounty on you and Ergander's heads. There's wanted posters all over the place. I promise that no one in Delver's Deep will hurt you. Stay here for a while longer.
You had an enjoyable time at the tavern, not leaving until the following day.
Oh, Outlander! It's good to see you! Indeed! While yesterday's revelry was in full swing. And now I finished your talismans. This one is yours. Keep hold of it. With this poison-resist talisman, you'll be able to traverse the highly toxic poison light deep safely. You came at the right time. I remember back when the poison-resist talisman hadn't been developed yet. Crossing poison light deep was a gamble with your life. If you're really feeling appreciative, why not come to my research lab and have a good chat with me? I'm certain that an outlander from the surface will bring me unparalleled inspiration. It's my favorite hobby to research new things.
Armed with the talisman, we are now ready to depart. Are you ready for the next step? We're to cross that highly toxic poison light deep. Follow me. I'll take you to Poison Light Deep. Up ahead is Poison Light Deep, where many highly poisonous mushrooms grow. You must keep your poison-resist talisman close, or you will be in grave danger. Let's go. We'll cross Poison Light Deep together.
Crushes the dawn.
Retribution of the forest. Dissolve within the...
Listen, the song of the... Dragonheir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
The Winter Cavalry crushes the dawn.
Vengeance is retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the...
Dragonheir the Four-Horse in the radiance. Vengeance! Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the...
Dragonheir the Four-Horse radiance!
Dragonheir the Four-Horse.
The retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the tides.
Retribution of the radiant.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Vengeance is...
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the...
Dissolve within the radiance.
Vengeance is mine! Vengeance is mine!
Dragomir the Four-Horse leads the...
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the tides.
Vengeance!
Retribution of the forest! Dissolve within the radiance.
Listen, the song of the tides.
Dragomir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
The Winter Cavalry crushes the dawn.
Dragomir the...
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the...
Dissolve within the radiance.
The Winter Cavalry crushes...
Dragomir the Four...
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the...
Dissolve within the radiance.
Dragomir the Four-Horse leads the charge.
The Winter Cavalry.
Retribution of the forest!
Listen, the song of the...
Dissolve within the radiance.
Face your...
Dragomir the Four-Horse leads...
The Winter Cavalry.
Retribution of the forest! Dissolve within the...
Listen, the song of the tides.
Dragomir the Four...
We managed to cross Poison Lake Deep much more smoothly than I thought it'd go. But our journey might not be so plain sailing afterwards. Ahead of us is the Three Ears Brotherhood's territory. Since we previously offended them in Delver's Deep, we must exercise caution there. Anyway, it's not safe here. Let's go to the Grey Gate trading post up ahead. It's long abandoned, so we can recuperate there in peace. While we're at it, we can see if there are any supplies there that we can put to good use. There are a lot of left-behind supplies from the Deep Elves in the Grey Gate trading post. You can have a look around there. I remember that the Grey Gate trading post was abandoned soon after Quaesidia ordered the blockade of the Unyielding Silk. There was no time to get rid of those supplies.
An empty chest with nothing inside.
Those rat folk of the 3 Years Brotherhood must have looted the place after it was abandoned. They aren't ones to waste an opportunity. This place is in complete shambles. Once upon a time, this place was bustling with activity. Deep elves, gnomes, and rat folk all conducted trade here. Thinking about it, that was back when I was the trade officer of the Unyielding Silk. How time flies. In the past, back when Queen Secretia was in power, I was the trade officer, responsible for dealings among the Deep Elves, the Rat Folk, and the Gnomes. I met a lot of Gnomes and Rat Folk when I was a trade officer, back when Nissa was a miner in Delver's Deep, while the 3 Years Brotherhood hadn't expanded to its current scale. Not long after that, General Quaesidia declared her takeover of all the Unyielding Silk's affairs, and Queen Secretia's face was never seen again. It was obvious that General Quaesidia had seized the reins of power. Not long after that, General Quaesidia declared her takeover of all the Unyielding Silk's affairs, and Queen Secretia's face was never seen again. It was obvious that General Quaesidia had seized the reins of power. That's also when I was stricken with the rot. I narrowly avoided being exiled to Terminus by fleeing from the Unyielding Silk before the patrols could catch me. I hid all over the place, went into exile, and then bumped into you.
Suddenly, there is a loud noise underfoot, and you and Urgander feel a violent jolt.
The direction of the sound should be where the secret room is. It sounded something like a goods container collapsing. Gnomes, deep elves, and rat folk sometimes trade in valuable commodities among themselves. In those days, countless people passed through the trading halls. Leaving important goods in there would have been very risky. Gnomes, deep elves, and rat folk sometimes trade in valuable commodities among themselves. In those days, countless people passed through the trading halls. Leaving important goods in there would have been very risky. Thus, we constructed a secret room in the trading post to store important goods. The secret room was tightly supervised, with only each population's trade officer knowing of its entrance. For the contents to be transferred out, trade officers from all 3 parties must be present. The secret room of the Grey Gate trading post was arguably one of the most secure places in Tenebria at the time. For the contents to be transferred out, trade officers from all 3 parties must be present. The secret room of the Grey Gate trading post was arguably one of the most secure places in Tenebria at the time. Before exiling myself, I hid one of my treasures in the secret room at the trading post. I remember rightly, the entrance to the secret room is right around here. Ha! Found it. Ugh. The entrance is blocked by a chest. It is awfully heavy. Outlander, can you help me move the chest? I want to check the secret room to see if my treasure is still there. It's harder to move it than expected.
Just as Urgander is voicing his woes, the chest abruptly falls to pieces. Perhaps you and Urgander were too rough, and it could no longer hold itself together.
There's nothing in the way now. Come on, let's check out the secret room.
and Urgander enter the secret room.
The secret room ought to have quite a few precious wares in it. You might want to take a look. How's it ticking over on your end? Then here it is. My treasure. My notes back from when I was a trade officer. Oh, those were the days. The golden age of Queen Secretia's reign. The Deep Elves' foreign policy was far more relaxed back then. When I was the trade officer, I not only befriended folks of different populations, but also heard all sorts of tales of other lands. I imagine it was precisely those experiences that had made me ever more of an anomaly among the Deep Elves. Such experiences taught me that every population deserves to be respected. There is good, and there is evil. I imagine it was precisely those experiences that had made me ever more of an anomaly among the Deep Elves. Such experiences taught me that every population deserves to be respected. There is good, and there is evil. After Queen Secretia's disappearance, the good times ended, not to return. Quaesitia simply doesn't grasp it. She treats everyone as a tool in her tyrannical regime.
Urgander! Outlander! Where are you? Where did you go?
Someone outside is calling to us. Let's keep it down. Listen closely to what he's saying.
Urgander! Outlander! Listen well! Listen well! This is Shook, loyal servant of Boss Rook, addressing you now. Boss Rook invites you to the Chief Chamber in Tiki Town. He would like to have a chat. Chat!
It sounds like ratfolk. I heard him say that we should meet Rook in Tiki Town. I guess he was sent by Rook to pass on the message. Rook is both the voice of the 3 Years Brotherhood and the boss of the ratfolk. The 3 Years Brotherhood operates all over Adenthia, with no shortage of shady dealings. Rook is a dangerous individual. A simple chat is not his style. Tiki Town is a place wholly controlled by the 3 Years Brotherhood. Security there is a mess. It's extremely dangerous. Rook wants to chat? Huh. Probably a trap. Outlander, how do you propose we respond? You're quite right. It would be best not to confront them head-on right now.
With bated breath, you hide in the secret room. You hear the sound of heavy footsteps overhead. Excellent. They didn't find the secret room.
Footsteps are growing ever more distant. I should think they've gone. Come on, let's go out and check the situation.
A blistering storm of chilling frost is gathering.
A millennium flies by.
I've lost my faith.
We are the protectors of the sacred land, the blade and shield of the royal court.
This certainly is Rook's handwriting. I've seen it dozens of times, back when I was a trade officer. Except, Rook isn't the sort to write invitations. Something's amiss here. Thinking about it, I reckon we'd be wise to discuss a sensible plan. Back when I was a trade officer, I was tipped off. The Ratfolk of the 3 Years Brotherhood was constructing a hidden passage, one leading from the Ratfolk turf to the Unyielding Silk. We were expected to do something about it, but Quaesidia took power soon after. Things in the Unyielding Silk were in such disarray that no one was concerned about it anymore. Considering the maneuverability of the 3 Years Brotherhood, I imagine that hidden passage would have been patched up long ago. My plan was to sneak into the Ratfolk's turf, find the entrance to the hidden passage, and then head to the Unyielding Silk. Once we reach the Unyielding Silk, we're all but one step away from our destination. But now that Rook has extended his invitation to us, how would you like to proceed, Outlander? Right you are. Since Rook already knows our whereabouts, this meeting is a foregone conclusion. Still, it would be wise to err on the side of caution. Let's poke around a little, to make sure there's nothing sinister going on, before we meet with Rook. You head south to Scantytown. I'll cover Tickytown. If there's anything to report, we'll be in touch at the earliest moment.
You hide yourself in a corner, covertly listening in on the conversation.
What kind of idiot doesn't want Velobactin? It's the best remedy! Are they broke? Is it cowardice? Are they soft?
Those gnomes have always been ignorant. Their vision is shorter than the milk teeth of a suckling infant. Stupid, stupid! A lot of them will end up succumbing to the rot eventually.
After scouting for information, you make a swift exit. You conceal yourself in the shadows and listen in on the tavern chatter.
I heard that Outlander fellow is hanging around here. I'm gonna gobble him up. Put your fangs away and cut the nonsense. Boss Rook said to be nice to the Outlander. The only one who can defy Boss Rook and live to see another day is Twitch. Only his son Twitch, but I'm not Twitch. Then keep your pie hole in check, pal.
After scouting for information, you make a swift exit.
Outlander, I'm here.
You recount the ratfolk conversation you overheard.
Huh. And those ratfolk said that Velobactin was the best remedy? The plot thickens. Well, on the bright side, since Rook has instructed everyone to accommodate us, we can at least roam around the ratfolk's turf without worry. The ratfolk in Tiki Town are whispering about Rook and his son, Twitch. From what the rats are saying, it seems Rook and Twitch have had a row. The 3 Years Brotherhood is split into two factions, one backing Rook and the other rooting for Twitch. Moreover, I hear they're all speculating on why Rook and Twitch, as father and son, would turn on each other. Supposedly, Rook and Twitch had never been at odds until recently. This rift sprung up out of nowhere. I have a hunch that Rook and Twitch must be hiding some secret behind their sudden turn against each other. Well then, shall we go and meet with Rook now, Outlander? Come along then. Tiki Town is only a little north of here. Come on, let's go in together. Just what are you trying to do, Rook?
What did you say?
I mean, you invited us here. So what do you want? If it's revenge you're after.
Oh, Urgander, do calm yourself. I assure you, nobody would dare come after you on my turf. If there is someone brazen enough, you just let me know, and I'll have them taken care of post-haste. You're not intimidated, are you? My dear new friend, I am the voice of the Three Ears Brotherhood, and the leader of the Rat Folk, Rook. Welcome to Tiki Town. Oh, no need for introductions. I've heard so much about you. First, you saved the Wood Elves in Nytheria. Then you helped the humans with their plight in Dragonheir. You look exactly as you were described by the Three Ears Brotherhood's intel. It's a pleasure to meet you. Something wrong, Urgander? It looks like you've got something to say.
You've completely changed, Rook.
It's a different world now. I've learned decency, being a proper gent, tolerant, amiable. The sort that irons out all those old grudges. Only as the boss, I'm obliged to go the whole hog, as it were. I've already looked into the purpose of your visit to Tiki Town. You want to use the 3 Years hidden passage to reach the unyielding silk. One of you wishes to investigate Secredia's whereabouts, and the other wants to locate meteorite crystals. Hopping the border isn't so taxing. If you do one simple wee errand for me, my son Twitch has made off with a cohort of underlings to the Rough and Tumble, east of Tiki Town. They've been holed up there for a while. At first, I just thought it was a little domestic drama. I didn't spare him a thought. But a short while ago, he approached my right-hand man Chitter privately. I don't know how he managed to win Chitter over, but now Chitter has gone to the Rough and Tumble too, and is hobnobbing with Twitch. I've received ample accounts claiming Twitch and Chitter intend to join forces and lead the 3 Years, forming their own organization in the Rough and Tumble. When I've sent my agents to interrogate him, they've all been intercepted. Rather than returning, he plays this daft game of hide and seek with me in the Rough and Tumble. Outlander, I want you to go to the Rough and Tumble, take Twitch alive, and bring him to me. I need to ask him about it face to face and ascertain exactly what's going on. As for Urgander, you'll have to stick around here. We'll have a nice catch-up.
Several ratfolk enter and surround Urgander.
Why the crowd?
Don't overthink it, my old friend. Since we're having a nice catch-up, the more the merrier, wouldn't you say? See? They're all fellas you've crossed paths with before. So now you can really tell, can't you? I've been perfectly prepared for your arrival. Besides, knowing you're here safely tucked up with me, I'm sure the Outlander will do this job to help me out, right? Is that a threat? Don't be absurd, Outlander. As I said, I'm a decent gent. Why would I resort to such measures? I've always championed peaceful resolutions. So why cause a ruckus if it'll all be settled with a chat.
No need to be rash. Outlander, leave it to Boss Rook and his old chums here. I'll take you to Twitch in the rough and tumble. Come with me, come with me.
Dissolve within the radiance!
Brutal cavalry.
Retribution of the forest!
Dragonheir the full horse leads the charge. Listen, the song of the tides!
Dissolve within the
Why do you tremble before me?
Have you ever heard a whale sing?
rather than just...
Listen. I'm where I am today because of my commitment.
Border defenders shall never retreat!